The nightclub is easily one of the best businesses in GTA Online, and as you boys know, this is my favorite business in the game. You can literally leave the game running and come back to lots of money to be made. But how do you do that? Well, don't worry. In this video, I'll show you how to make the most money alongside extra tips. Alright, enough yapping and let's get into it. Alright, so before we can actually start, you're going to need a nightclub. Head over to Maze Bank Foreclosures and choose one. Tip 1. Buy the one that suits your specific needs and financial limitations. If you want to change your location later on, you can do that. I personally own the Strawberry Nightclub. If you want to purchase this one, it's going to cost you 1.5 million. But when buying one, you're going to get bombarded with additional things to buy. You don't really have to buy them as they are only cosmetic and they don't serve anything besides making your nightclub look slightly better. Only thing that I would definitely recommend for you to purchase is the storage option, as this is incredibly valuable and important, as the more floors you own, the more stock you can store in your nightclub. Alright, so you bought yourself a nightclub and you enter it and it looks like crap. Well, mine doesn't. Since it's all set up, yours is going to look good too. You're going to need to set it up. Just go over to your nightclub office and start. Then you're going to have to do 2 setup missions. One of them is for the equipment and the other one is for staff. Really simple stuff. And once those 2 are done, you will get an extra additional mission to collect a DJ. And then you're going to collect him and just deliver him to your nightclub, and then you're going to be all set. And now, one thing that I want you guys to do before we continue is buy upgrades. Which upgrades, you are wondering? Well, don't worry. I want you to purchase the equipment upgrade, which will install higher equipment and increase the productivity and speed of acquiring goods for your nightclub. The staff upgrade adds additional bartenders in your nightclub and reduces the speed of which you lose popularity. And this is very important. These 2 are crucial as they are a must to improve the warehouse and the nightclub that we will go over in just a bit. And do not bother with the security upgrade as it's a waste of money. You will get 99% of the time not raided, so you'll be fine. I personally never got raided. Now, there are quite a few ways to make money with the nightclub, so let's go over them real quick. First one is the wall safe. The wall safe is the legitimate side of this business, and it can generate you up to 50,000 every 48 minutes, which is an in-game day in GTA Online. This wall safe can hold up to 250,000, like a lot of the other safes in the game, such as the salvage yard and many more. And once it maxes out, you need to get it ASAP, because if you don't, you won't receive any further money. Okay, but how do I get the 50k every 48 minutes, you might be wondering. Well, you have this popularity bar / meter, whatever you want to call it, and your goal is to keep it as high as possible, and you can do a couple things to make sure that it stays as high as possible. On number 1, we have changing DJs. This is really simple, as you go in your nightclub and then you can change DJs, but first you're gonna have to recruit them. On number 2, we have kicking NPCs. Once you enter your nightclub, you will receive a text from your bouncer, and his name is Marcel, and then you're gonna have to kick NPC. As you can see on your screen, sometimes they're gonna be causing fuss over their tab, etc., whatever it may be, and sometimes it's going to be a VIP that you have to drive. Motion missions, these are pretty simple as they involve you heading out and doing a mission to promote your nightclub. Also, one thing about the changing DJs before we move on, it costs you $10,000 to change DJs. But if you book them for the first time, it will cost you 100,000 and it will completely fill the bar. So just keep that in mind. Moving on to the reason to why I love the nightclub, it's the nightclub warehouse. As you guys can see, you have lots of things. So let's just break them down real quick. There are 5 technicians, and the first one you're gonna get free once you set up your nightclub, and the other 4 will cost money. The second one will cost you 141,000. The third one is gonna cost you 184,500. The fourth one is gonna cost you 240,000, and the fifth one is going to cost you 312,000. Once they are all hired, you need to assign them to the goods below, which are cargo and shipments, which makes 8,570 an hour, and you need a CEO or a hangar. The sporting goods, which makes you 7,500 per hour, and you need a bunker. The South American imports at 13,500 an hour. The Coke lockup. Pharmaceutical research, 11,500 an hour. Blue stuff. Organic produce, 6,075 an hour, and you're gonna need the Snoop Dogg lab. The printing and copying, which makes you 5,400 an hour. You need a document forgery lab, and the crash creation, which is 9,450 per hour. You're gonna need a counterfeit cash factory. Now, keep in mind, all of these businesses that were mentioned above, you're going to need to own them to be able to link them in your nightclub and start making money. I personally recommend for you to avoid the organic produce and printing and copying, as they don't really pay you that much and are just a waste of technicians' time. And this will take lots of money to invest in, but it's 100% worth it. I'll also show you how much it takes to fill each one fully, so pause the video if you want to know. A full stock with the 5 things that I told you about without the organic produce nor the document forgery, it will sell you anywhere from 1.5 to 1.8 million, but I do not really have it all stocked up, so that's why it's not at that price range. But you will still make good money. That's one of the reasons why the nightclub is one of the best businesses in GTA Online. One thing before I forget, if you want to speed up things, you can call dear old Johan and request a nightclub goods job. And to do this, it's gonna basically help you fill up your warehouse a little bit quicker. And yeah, it's awesome. You will also only get 1 sale vehicle. Like the Acid Lab, no matter how much the stock is, and there are 3 sale vehicles, different types of sale vehicles, depending on your stock. We have the Speedo Custom, which can hold up to 90 units, the Mule Custom, which can hold up to 91 to 180 units, and the Pounder Custom, which can hold up to 181 plus units. These can be all bought from Warsack Cash and Carry, just so you know. And once you are ready to sell, just go to your office and sell. Like I mentioned earlier, it's only 1 single vehicle, and all you have to do is just to deliver the product to the buyer. And sometimes it's going to be a drop-off, sometimes it's going to be a delivery, and sometimes all you have to do is just protect the clients. It depends. Every sale is going to be different. Last thing before we finish this video off, make sure you also purchase the Terabyte, as you can store it in your nightclub, and this also allows you to do some extra missions for a little bit of profit. And it's also gonna allow you to customize the Oppressor Mark II and reduce the price point and give you a trade price to buy it for 6 million instead of 8 million. Make sure to check out this video to continue learning about GTA Online. So make sure you click in 1, 2, 3.